Welcome back to another episode of the Better Call podcast. I just wanted to come on here today and speak on the current state of sports regarding tanking. Um, that word has been very like used around and thrown around a lot, and I just it just irritates me because when I think of tanking, I think of like forcefully losing. I think of not trying to compete. I'm thinking of not trying to win. I just think of throwing your white flag in and saying, I surrender, but I'm doing it on purpose though. I feel like it's disrespectful. You're manipulating the game. You're trying to make it seem like you're trying. It's weird because it's like in a way some of these professional teams are trying to like make losing like a good thing, like it's a positive thing. Like if we lose, the next couple of years, then it'll pay off the third year, the fourth year, because then by that time we should be good. And then it's like for the fan who's listening to this, who's seeing this, it's like, no, I don't want to watch my team lose for countless years and countless games and just be blown out and embarrassed at home and away games and then having to see it online knowing that we're trying to lose. It's just not like, especially for the fan that's like paying for these tickets, like season ticket holders who pay a boatload of money to watch their team like throw their season away on purpose. And it's like not every fan isn't up on it, so they like a lot of fans probably think, oh, this is just who we are. But a lot of times it's not. This is who they are, but it's like this. They're trying. They're going hard for this to be their narrative and this to be their identity of losing. Excuse me, because in their way, like the GMs and the some of the front office people in their way, it's like this is the only way we can get better. Like this is the only way we can get better. We can't add anybody. We can't sign anybody. We're too cheap. We're a small market. They don't believe in themselves enough. It's like, bro, nobody's gonna come here. Like, why would a big time free agent want to come here? And I'm speaking on NFL. I'm speaking on the NBA because those are the two leagues where that majority of the time happens. Like that, those are the two leagues where that is like a popular, a popular thing to do. Um, because like I said, it's not all leagues that have every league doesn't have all big not big name, but big city teams. Like you have the small market teams that, you know, they have to go a different route, which is they rely heavily on the draft to get better. So they go by who's the best high school talent, the best high school talent, the best college talent, and they go from there and they try to like piece it in with like certain veterans and stuff like that if they could do that, or they'll just have a team full of 19-year-olds, a team full of 20-year-olds. Relatively, the NBA, the NFL, you can't really do that. You have to have vets. There's no other choice. But it's unfortunate because me being a fan who watches this and consumes, the games that I watch, I want it to be competitive out there. I don't want it to be a lopsided, you know, game of like, I could already it's the tanking stuff is so bad where I could predict, certain teams that's tanking before the season even starts. Before the off season even starts. I'm like, oh yeah, I see that team. They definitely trying to lose, especially when they see the upcoming high school talent going to college and then they're gonna be in the pros the next year. It's like, all right, cool. They're positioning themselves. Like it's crazy because tanking isn't something that's like brought upon. Like a lot of these teams could foresight tanking. Like they could see themselves tanking if their current team flops. It's like, all right, cool. Well, after next season, we'll just start the tank. Like we'll just start the tank. We'll just start, and it's not even just a one season thing. It's like we'll do it for multiple seasons, and then just cross our fingers and hope that in the future we're actually good. Because for a lot of these teams, they can't even tell their fan base like, "Yo, listen, just stay down until we come up. Like we'll be good again. Like we'll be good in the next three. Give us 3 years. Give us 3 years and we'll be good." And no fan want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Like I'm the one spending my money on these tickets. I'm buying these jerseys. Like I'm spending my hard earned money that I gotta work a 9 to 5 or work a bullshit ass job to get. And you're telling me that I can't even see my team be good. Like I gotta just roll with the punches. Like that's crazy, bro. Like that's a slap in the face to that fan. That's a slap in the face to the fans that don't even live in the city. They don't even live in the town. That got to fly in from different countries or different other states to see the team play. And it's unfortunate because I think about the players that's on the field or on the court, and it's like a lot of these dudes. This is their dream job. This is what they put their blood, sweat, and tears into film study and practice, and they want to be given the best opportunity to win. They don't want to just go out there like they've been taught to win, trained to win, like from a young age. AAU, middle school, junior high school, junior varsity, varsity. All the coaches have told them like winning is everything. Winning solves everything. Winning fixes everything. Like everything feels better when you win. Ain't nobody ever told no kid like, oh yeah, man, it's cool to be a loser. Like it's cool to be a loser because you'll win eventually. Like we ain't gotta win every game. Like, we could lose some games. It's okay if we lose some games because we'll win eventually. We'll be one of the best teams eventually. Nah, bro. That's not how that goes. And I feel like you don't realize that until you get to the pros because you realize it's a business. High school is not a business. As much as people make it a business because, oh, kids could, get paid. Yeah, it's okay. But professional basketball, professional football, baseball, hockey, those are a business. That's a certified business. So to get to that point, to go through all of that, to get to that point, to get to the pros, and you realize on the inside that it's not what you thought it was, where you realize that every team isn't trying to win. Like they're not. Every team isn't trying to win. It's about maybe like five teams, six, seven that are really trying to, and less than that, definitely five that's trying to win. Everybody else is just existing to exist. I mean, I'm sorry to break it to some of the fans that's probably gonna be watching this, but I'm just being honest with you. Your team just exists. Whether that's existing to lose, existing just to get by, existing just to make money, existing to get a new stadium, or a new arena. That's just what it is. That's what it comes down to. And they manipulate their fans by, and not even just manipulation. They distract them by, if you ever notice, every season, almost every NFL team lives in New Jersey, or NBA team lives in New Jersey. Now it's to the point where it's like we have to find ways to get our fans interested in next season. We know that we're going to suck, but what's the way we can persuade them to be a little bit interested and want them to come out? Let's give them new alternate jerseys, and it's not even just like one. It's not one jersey like every 2 years. It's one jersey every year. It's a few jerseys every year. Now they're bringing back the throwbacks. They're just trying to find ways to distract you in terms of like, all right, yeah, I know we're gonna be ass, but how can we get this kid to at least like, or this man, woman, to to want to come out and watch this team. Um, and fans, unfortunately, they fall for it. They buy multiple jerseys, and then they're sitting in the. It's not until the season starts. They sit in the stands and they're watching the team suck, and they're like, damn, they got me. Like, damn, you got me. I fell for it again. Dang it, I fell for it again. And it's like a watch, rinse, repeat. You know how many teams that I've watched? Browns, Titans, Charlotte Hornets, Washington Wizards, Brooklyn Nets, regardless, besides the KD and Kyrie era. Who else? I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. Us. We haven't been nothing since 2015. Um, and just watching the cycle of just us going in the draft, drafting a 19-year-old, you know, he has to his developmental years, which those are probably going to be pretty bad. So now I got to watch that, and watch us stockpile draft picks and save money and build up our cap to try and go get a big fish. When in reality, a lot of these guys aren't going to come here because we're losing. Nobody wants to be a part of that. Yes, they can come here and turn around, but it's like you got to show them that you're at least trying to win to make me want to even think about coming here. And it's just not like that right now. And it's a lot of teams where, like I said, Cleveland Browns, I've never actually seen them be good besides the Baker Mayfield era, and that was probably what 2 seasons of good football, 2 seasons of decent football, and he ended up becoming a free agent. He was gone, and now they're back in the football purgatory, and that's the reality for a lot of teams. And I know a lot of people are probably going to ask me, like, what's your solution for it? My solution would just be to try. Like, just to try harder, to try and, like, compete. Don't make it so obvious. Like, not so obvious that you're trying to lose because this year was the worst year of tanking that I've ever seen, like, especially in the basketball standpoint. Like, you had teams after, like, the first month, you could just see, like, the rosters that they constructed was like, okay, this team obviously isn't trying to compete. Like you can just see it. I mean, if you have to be blind not to see it. Um, Washington Wizards, perfect example. They traded for Trae Young. They sat him. His ankle was bothering him, whatever that is. Not saying listen, his ankle probably was hurting. Who knows? But I don't think it was that serious to the point where it's like we're sitting here for all these games knowing that we're losing. Like we're sitting here because it's like we're already losing. Why would we play him? Let's let him rest and then come back next season. But it's like for the fan, they don't want to hear that. it's like we got a big fish in our team, and it's like I gotta pre-wait to see him next season. Then we get Anthony Davis. I gotta pre-wait to see him next season. It's like, damn, you're just pushing everything to next season. It's like, what about this season? But you have some GMs and some not even GMs, but some GMs from other teams that are upset because the Utah Jazz traded for Jaren Jackson Jr. They had Laurie Marketing, they had Nurkic. So it was one game they benched. It was up by like maybe like 10 or something. They benched up for the whole fourth quarter. And as soon as they played, came back. They ended up losing, and they did it multiple times. And I feel like a lot of the other VPs and GMs and coaches called Adam Silver was like, "Oh, bro, like what's going on? Like they could do this? Like we could just sit players now? Like healthy players? Like they got three healthy centers, bigs, and they're sitting them because they want to throw games, and you're letting this happen? Like what are we doing? Like if you're okay in this, then we're shit. All of us are gonna try this." And Adam Silver started cracking down, and now it's to the point now where he's gonna come up with some new rules to like try to like negate tanking because it's bad for the business, it's bad for product. And there's a lot of people out here that's going to say, well, Roger Goodell is making money, and he's making money, and why would they care, bro? It's bad because there's fans in these towns and these cities that want to see good basketball, bro. You can't blame them for that. Football too. There's fans in these cities that want to see good football, bro. They don't want to see their team just be thrown in the towel at the end of September, and it's like, all right, for the rest of the 15, 14 plus games, I gotta just watch us get smacked and beat around. Like nobody wants to see that, bro. Like if you're an owner of a league, you want the best product that money can buy. And as a fan, you want your team to at least try to put a team together. Like I don't want to see what I've seen these last few years. I don't want to see what I've seen my Bulls do, my Cardinals do in football. I don't want to see it anymore. Like it's for the birds, bro. Like you can't keep relying on the draft. Like that's good, all fine and dandy, but you got to at least try to put the best 53 guys on a roster, put the best 15 guys on the basketball team, and like just try, bro. Because it's getting worse and it's getting harder to watch because I just don't. I'd rather just do something else, bro. Like I don't want to tune into this. Like it's bad on my mental health, and people probably be like, oh, it's just sports. Like why do you care so much about it? Like you're not playing, you're not making millions of dollars, bro. I care because at one point in time, I played ball, like football, basketball. I didn't play professional, obviously, and I didn't play organized, but I played with my friends, and you know, I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed competing, and I enjoyed winning. Like, it felt better. I felt better, after a dub than I did after a loss. After a loss, I feel upset. I want to go again. Like, I want to play again until I win because I feel like I left a lot out there that I didn't exude enough energy and enough shot making ability, defense to win the game. Offensive side, defensive side. Um, and losing doesn't sit right with me. So when I'm watching my teams play, I wish that they had more energy and they took it more serious when it came to really trying to win. Because when you're winning, when your favorite team's winning, you feel like your day's just better. Energy's just better. You feel better. Um, and I just say that I say that all to say, not to get too long winded on this episode, but I just say that all to say that to the fans out there, please continue to pray for your teams. Continue to be positive. Continue to support. Um, it'll get better eventually at some point in time, and just just stick by them. Because being a fan, even with the tanking, it comes with the territory, losing and the winning. You got to go through the losses to get to the wins. Sometimes every season doesn't look the prettiest, but it'll pay off in the end. You just got to believe it. Um, that's another episode of This has been a great episode. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.